Good morning, everybody. My name is MichaelAngelo, and today we're gonna try something a little bit different. It's the first weekend since the release of Curse of Osiris. And if you're a seasoned Destiny veteran, you know that with the weekend comes Xur, the notorious vendor of the Nine. And boy, howdy does he have a gift for you! Xur has arrived with his first exotic weapon, the Prometheus Lens. This exotic energy weapon is a trace rifle which shoots a continuous laser beam that gradually deals damage over time. Sound familiar? It should. If you've been playing Destiny 2 since its launch, you'll notice this weapon shares a lot of traits with the Cold Heart, a pre-order bonus. Both are trace rifles, which are unique to Destiny 2, both are energy weapons, and both shoot laser beams, albeit one is arc and the other is solar. So if both are very similar, why am I running into this?
Five minutes remaining. 5 minutes. Could go you.
Granted, this is a personal observation, but despite being very similar guns, in less than 1 week, the Prometheus Lens has seen more Crucible play than the Cold Heart since the launch of Destiny 2. Why? Why is this gun specifically, so brokenly strong? I mean, it's pretty well accepted that the Cold Heart is an amazing boss gun. The continuous beam gets stronger over time, so it's best used on big, stationary, and/or slow-moving targets, like Callus in the raid, or like certain strike bosses. So why does it feel like the Prometheus Lens is dominating the Crucible? A place of short battles and significantly smaller enemies. I feel like every time I turn the corner, there's red beams of death everywhere. I mean, I've looked over the stats and it still baffles me. I got these screenshots from the Planet Destiny database. Compared to its true counterpart, the Cold Heart, the only difference between that and the Lens is that the Lens has a slightly lower stability rating, a slightly smaller magazine, and a slightly higher reload speed. Even when compared to the Uriel's gift, the laser-like auto rifle that dominated Season 1, the gift doesn't fall far behind in any of its stats either. So what makes this gun so special? Is it the perks? Maybe? Maybe. I mean, does something about the perks change it enough to be competitive for the Crucible? I mean, there are 2 standout perks on the Cold Heart. First is the Cold Fusion perk, which states this weapon fires a steady, cold, fusion-powered laser. Okay, that's obvious. It's a trace rifle. It's what it does. It's what they do. The second perk is Longest Winter, which says Cold Heart's laser does exponentially more damage the longer it remains on a target. That's the perk that makes it so good against bosses, because it just stacks and stacks and keeps on stacking multipliers for damage. Meanwhile, the Prometheus Lens also has 2 standout perks. Prismatic Inferno allows the lens to fire a solar trace beam and generates a damaging heat field that grows while the weapon continues to fire. Alright, that's a little different from the Heart. Is it enough though? It also has Flame Refraction, which reads, kills with this weapon returns a fraction of the ammo used back to the magazine, extending the beam's duration. Automatically refilling your magazine, even if it's just partially, is an astounding perk for the Crucible. It lets the wielder chain together kills without forcing the user to find cover just to reload. But that can't be it, right? That alone can't make the gun that strong, can it? I mean, maybe there's more to the Prismatic Inferno perk. If I'm understanding this correctly, the Prismatic Inferno perk says that you're dealing damage not only with just the beam, but also with the heat bubble or field that the beam is generating around your target. If it's not doing that, then it appears to at least apply a small burning effect on your target that will slowly eat at their health. This gun is made for explosive damage on small targets. Even if the burning doesn't do a whole lot, it's still additional damage on top of whatever the beam is already doing. So while the Cold Heart deals gradually more damage over time, the Prismatic Inferno is more explosive, chipping away at larger chunks which kill off small enemies quicker. So, say goodbye to your health bar. This thing is a monster at dealing with crowds, which very nicely mirrors how the Cold Heart was designed for bosses. But even with these small bonuses, the gun shouldn't be as dominating as it is right now. That's because it actually isn't supposed to be. According to Deej, the community manager at Bungie, the Prometheus Lens was shipped with a bug allowing it to do more damage in the Crucible than what it should normally do. And while they do plan on fixing this bug, that doesn't change the fact that just about everyone and their dog will have picked up this gun from Xur over the weekend. So if you dare step into that Crucible, be prepared to see lasers everywhere. See, that's the thing that bothers me the most about this. They knew that they shipped the lens with a bug, but that's forgivable. No game is perfect, and when adding additional content to existing content, there are bound to be issues somewhere, whether it's a coding error or balancing issues or just a general bug like this. But by letting Xur just hand out this broken ass gun the first chance he gets, come on, they had to know what they were getting themselves into. I mean, I don't know the exact system they use for Xur. Maybe his inventory is based on RNG. If so, then that's also forgivable. Or maybe the developers themselves select the weapons and the gear beforehand. But if it's the latter, if they are purposely picking these things for him to give out at these times, then why, oh why would they let this thing run wild? So there you have it. If you're as frustrated as I am at seeing the red lasers of death, there is a light at the end of this burning tunnel. A patch is coming, but until they patch this bug, either bunker down and avoid the Crucible, or go grab your own lens and see how it feels to be on the opposite end of the laser. Lord knows I plan on doing that. Payback is going to be so sweet. In the meantime, please do hit that like button, subscribe, and or leave a comment below. Are you guys as annoyed with the laser as I am? Am I over-dramatizing this? I mean, do you even want me to do more talks like this? I'm all ears. Anyway, my name is MichaelAngelo. This is tentatively what I'm calling Let's Talk, and I'll see you guys later. Deuces. I mean, seriously, whose bright idea was it to just let Xur hand this thing out?